Good evening, my dear ladies and gentlemen. It is, of course, Light Liger here, and today we are going to be exploring the top 10 upcoming games at Binance Smart Chain. And these games are not in any particular order. They are all in different phases. Some may have alphas open, some haven't released their tokens or the full game, or some only have a tech demo or something between those lines. And I pretty much focused on the ones that have some form of a gameplay to basically showcase to the people. There's a good amount of other projects which are very on early stages and don't have any footage, so I decided not to add those into the list. But let's get started without further ado. First we have Yo Hero, and this is a project that was kind of created by the community of Axie Infinity. And there was a bit of a problem there where a lot of people didn't, or some people or fraction of the community decided that the transition to the Ronin blockchain was not something that the community voted for, and the developers took a dictatorship move and moved it into another chain, and now they are basically building out a clone version out of Axie Infinity. So a lot of similar mechanics. Obviously art style is very different here, and this is gonna be, releasing on Binance Smart Chain. You can currently join on the pre-sale, and the game does actually look pretty nice based on all the footage that we've seen so far. And I missed on the Axie Infinity train, and I definitely think there's room for similar types of games. There's always going to be one that is going to be dominating, but there's going to be a lot of people who find, let's say, the Ronin chain kind of inaccessible. It's a very small chain that is kind of, a one pony trick, so to speak. So there's only one game in the chain right now, far as I know. I could be wrong about that. And this is, kind of following that same format here. There's player versus environment, PvE, and there's also PvP. And there's going to be a summoning system where basically people can create YOLOs. I'm not sure, do I like the name here, but, I can make it pass. So there's more playable game modes, share rewards to meet different market needs. And I guess they're going to be introducing things like land assets and everything. And here is a pretty lengthy roadmap here with a lot of different things, what they are basically building out. And right now we're here. And there's going to be test and launching as of right now in the September to October, I believe, in December. There's going to be a lot more things going on, and all the social media links can be found on the bottom of the game. And there's other tabs here which go into a lot of the other things. And we're probably going to be covering this game later on in the channel, but let's move on. And another game is called My Neighbor Alice. The Alice token was pumping quite a lot during the times, and I did indeed participate also in their land sales, might be buying one from the second market. And they are basically building out this sort of a farming game where you can basically manage and own your own virtual islands and collect and build exciting items and meet new friends. So I guess it's some type of a Farmville. You can plant different plants, and I guess they're going to be giving certain types of rewards and yields. And there has been gameplay already revealed, a bit of like a tech demo, so it's not totally like a vaporware type of a thing. And you can visit also the marketplace in case you want to purchase some land. And there's going to be staking rewards, purchasing game items, and governance done with the Alice token, which is the native token of the project. And definitely has quite a large following here right now, but it really comes down to when is the game going to be releasing, and also like, will people like it? Are the tokenomics sane in that project? Moving on, we have Fireland. I made a very nice gain, sold one NFT for 75 BNB. Probably the most biggest NFT sale that I've done in my life. And Fireland is basically, well, they are already kind of far in their development, so they have released the NFTs and everything. And now they are kind of like building out the PvP aspects. Not too long ago, they released their token and staking mechanisms inside the game. So they are pretty far already, but there's going to be like a real RPG elements coming in where you can send them to the missions, and then you are going to be getting rewards by doing so. And this is a very interesting aspect of the game, in my opinion. And the marketplace, I think, is already up as well, at least for the heroes. And NFT heroes have a floor price pegged in BNB. It will be increased throughout trading and other game activities. There has been a lot of like sales already, and it's not exactly too late to get in into this. And they're gonna be introducing a lot more elements inside the game as more time goes on. But it has been a fairly well performing project, at least from their token and NFT value standpoint from the initial sales. Next up, we have Mist.Game, another game that I'm invested in. They have conducted 2 different sales already. They have a marketplace already up, but the game is not exactly out yet. And, you know, they have released a bunch of gameplay already about their game. And they are oozing a lot of the in-game assets, which are like actually free. So that has been a bit of a concern for me and some other people, like how much custom assets you're actually bringing inside the game and etc. But I think these are actually own the Witch Hunter and the Ranger. And there is, you know, still time to get into this one. And there's their own token. And obviously the initial market NFT was done like actually inside the game. So there is, you know, a form and concept here, like reveal that there is stuff open here as things have been done. And this could be a very big project. I think it's already listed on Binance and everything. So I did mention this game also on my other top 10 games list. And I think Mist will be doing really well. Obviously kicked out of Steam now, like every other game. But something to look into. Moving on, we have Wanaka Farm. And this is kind of similar to what Alice is building out. So this is going to be a farming game. And the art style is also quite similar. And this will be the big question. Will Wanaka Farm release their game before than Alice does? And there is first mover's advantage. That is a real thing. Not always. I mean, if your game is really buggy and not fun to play and doesn't have great tokenomics, nobody will be interested in your game. But if it has at least, you know, close to a similar project that Alice is doing, and they launch earlier, that allows them to build a lot of things and build player base and fan base and all that. And it seems that they are a bit further down the line. As you can see, this is real gameplay that we are seeing here. Person, you know, putting out some, you know, vegetables and other types of plants in and building out their property. And there's probably going to be a form of trading and marketing where you can like sell these assets and maybe you can sell them for in-game currency or something. But this could be a very promising game, and it seems to be rather far away already as a game. And, you know, apparently you can raise, you know, cows from dirt now. But yeah, this is another game that I think is going to be doing well. I think it's a bit more low-key compared to Alice, and I haven't really looked into it more than I did today. And they're gonna be hosting IDO on Q3. I'm not sure, has that already taken place? Is the WANA token available already or not? And the game release is going to be happening in Q4, which is definitely earlier than, if they manage to bring that on that time. That is going to be earlier than Alice, and that is obviously a bit concerning for people who are invested in Alice. But then again, I don't know, maybe 2 games of the same type can live in one chain, who knows. But definitely, what I always do is invest on everything. And then there was a land sale apparently not too long ago. It kind of sucks that I didn't get into it. Yeah, you always want to get onto those land sales, guys. That's what the most important game assets are valued, or the best assets you kind of want to get. Plants vs. Undead. And this one is kind of like already... this is on beta, okay? And what I mean here is not the full product is not out yet, but it's actually like kind of far away. And this is kind of like Plants vs. well, it's Plants vs. Undead. What's the original? Plants vs. Zombies. That's the original game name, and this is going to be working out similarly. So it's a tower defense game. You basically own the towers inside the game, and you can upgrade them. Bit of a fan. Tower defense games are fun, as long as they're done well and they're fun. And this is going to be having a token sale, or maybe the token sale has already happened. But the game is still kind of in its infancy, and definitely worth checking out. I think this is coming out very, very soon. And you can get the token already at PancakeSwap as of right now. And then we have Division Network, and this seems to be a metaverse product under Binance Smart Chain, and we obviously love these metaverse projects on, on this channel. There's many reasons for that, because they just offer so much value, possibly. And this seems to be done by a Korean team, and there's going to be like avatars inside the game that you can hang around with. Maybe some assets can be bridged from Binance Smart Chain, like they can introduce in a partnership, and they can bring out that game in. And here you can see, for example, Minecraft. And this is a very interesting and this idea seems to be more like a marketplace, or like event of sorts, like a hub. I don't remember what's the English word for this, but event where people go into trading and showcasing their different types of a con, I think is the word. And a lot of big partners here already. And yeah, as I said, the team is Korean. But another one that I recently found out about, or I've been aware of the project, but I didn't know what was it about. I know the name, but this is another one that I'm looking into more in the future. Moving on, we have Hero Finance, which has technically released right now. They are in a phase where they kind of like, they're very fresh and new. So I decided to add them under this video. And this is basically a PvP game. You have different types of characters that you can use. Some of them seem to be inspired a bit about League of Legends, at least with some of these assets, by the looks of it, at least this one. And it seems like this sort of side-scroller, RPG game. And this could also do well. I think the graphics are very nice, and they already have a marketplace up. There is going to be a token, play to earn models. You can evolve your heroes, trade NFT items, which you can equip for the heroes. And this was done by Launch Zone, Pad. I featured them on the channel in the past. And the team seems to be located in, is that Vietnam or Philippines? And here is a bit of a roadmap of the game. Official release in iOS, official release on Android in Q4, and a lot of different partners here involved with this project. But let's move on. We have Thetan Arena, and that looks actually a very good game. And the THE token is already available. It's going to be, it's on Cardia Chain and also on Binance Smart Chain as of right now. And this is going to be like a MOBA style game, Battle Royale. And there's different types of assets here, which look very fantastic to me, very unique, very nice graphics. Something that can be imported really well on mobile. They have their own token, which is free to earn inside the game, apparently. And then there's going to be, market aspects. You can evolve your hero, so you can stake it. The core team is Philippines. And here's also a bit of a roadmap, what they're basically building out. Q4, we're going to be seeing a beta test for this game and an official launch. So definitely stay tuned for that. And there's actually nice amount of also partners in this project. And this also looks very promising from the gameplay, and you can find some videos. Actually, we can play a bit about the YouTube, and this is like now the interesting thing is a very clean cartoony graphics, and this is something that you can easily integrate into mobile or desktop. And different characters have different abilities, and very simple core mechanics here. And crossplay is very big, and you want to kind of tap into many players as possible. Obviously, some balance issues always are going to be rising with having PC players playing against the mobile players, obviously. And as our last game on the project, we have Legend of Fantasy War. This is going to be released on a launch pad. And I don't remember the name of the launch pad right now, but it has a yellow horse on it. And this is going to be a form of a 3D turn-based role-playing game where the participants can choose characters and build teams to overcome challenges. And a play-to-earn model. So once again, we got some cool stuff that you can earn by playing the game and putting some time into it. And then there's going to be the LFW token, which is going to be on BSC pad. Yeah, that's the actual name of the launch pad. And here's a bit of a roadmap going into different things, what they're going to be building. See how roadmaps are always so much better with these gaming projects. They have like a very decisive term and things that they're going to be building. Everybody else has kind of messy projects, and this seems to also be based on Philippines. And yeah, the BCS station, sorry, is the place they're going to be launching this at. But that wraps up my video. So as always, in case you want to send some tips, this is my Binance Smart Chain address. For a full game review or something, you want to sponsor your stuff on the channel, you can always contact me at lightliger@protonmail.com, and maybe we can work something out. Even though I'm incredibly busy right now, I can still take orders from for a future time. But thanks for watching. See you soon on the next video.